because they didn't pay their taxes.
Looks like they didn't pay their taxes. Taxes.
Todd Chrisley sentenced to 12 years in prison for tax evasion. Julie Chrisley sentenced to 7 years and will have to give up their $9 million mansion to pay the $17.2 million.
Golly. Listen here, IRS. Like, for real, for real. Don't ever come knocking on my door sending me no letters. Y'all let people
We ain't
run
gonna
up.
answer.
Y'all running up the people $17.2 million, and then y'all start arresting them. Let me slide. But see, I mean, this is what I understand. Like, I still don't understand why are we paying taxes, and at the same time, every time I turn around, they're giving $1 million, $2 million, $400 million to Ukraine. So if you got enough money to get to Ukraine, why am I having to pay taxes? Because clearly this money ain't real. You're just printing it up out of nowhere and shipping it off.
Yeah, this is gonna make a lot of your parents or your mothers mad, because I know a lot of mothers watch this show, and
This was a good show for real.
they ain't gonna have a show now that he's in prison. But you know what? This guy seemed a little weird. He always seemed a little off to me, or I'll just say different is a better word. But it turns out
He
that the
had a
man
beard.
that did him in, he had a beard, and it said that Todd Chrisley's male lover says he's the one who turned him in and his wife over to the FBI after their affair went south, and he couldn't get no more playtime.
That's
So
messed
he
up.
decided to screw him over just like a scornful ex would. Just like one time when I was walked out of my co-host's apartment, and it's like, we were like, where's your car? And they're like, well, I don't know. And then we look over there, and it was spray painted.
First off, my car.
It said you ruined lives.
Whoa, first off, I've never had my car spray painted, but I tell you this fun fact. When
No, it wasn't my co-host, but I have seen that for where I've seen a truck actually spray painted, and it said you ruined our family.
I seen no lie, when I moved here, my first 3 weeks here, I left out of my home house, and I seen somebody car like spray painted cheater on the side of the car, spray painted cheater on the hood of the car, spray painted cheater. But don't worry about that, little rubbing alcohol and knock it right out.
Sounds like you know from experience.
Listen, man, as soon as you seen that, I'd hit up Google. But before we move on, the funny thing about this is the fact that the Chrissies got a hold of a black child, and, which was so funny.
They adopted one.
I thought it so funny, like when it said, "Oh yeah, they adopted this black child and the family gave it to them because they felt like, oh no, like you guys would have took care of the kid a lot more better."
They're like, this $1 million white family, what could go wrong here? And then somehow the parents still ended up in jail. Disrespect.
Child still in the system, ain't no winning, man. But listen,
That's a Dave Chappelle joke.
but I hear that he's trying to appeal this. He's not gonna do the 12 years, so who knows? I mean, he's probably gonna blame it on his accountants. You know, like everybody does, like Fat Joe and Little Wayne, and I think.
But the kid's fine. I think that they have older children. Like I think they have a son and a daughter that are in their 20s, and they're gonna watch the kid. So the kid will be taken care of. No worries. That was just, we like to sometimes joke over serious situations.
I mean, the kid ain't gonna be no kid if they do 12 years.
Well, I mean they had their new parent. The children just became new parents. They're gonna have to raise their little. If it's adopted, it's not a step brother. Is it like adopted brother, or
I don't know. I mean,
they probably just say brother.
And
if you're
then,
religious, you take in everybody.
And then you see this happens a lot with a whole bunch of rich people, and I still don't understand. Like, is it them that's doing this, or is like, do they have like people that handle their taxes that's like really like messing their taxes up?
No,
Like
I think they have people that handle their money and their taxes, and those people like, hey, I know a loophole, you want to do it, and then they do it for a couple of years, and they're like, this is nice, and then after a couple of years they get busted, and they're like, what happened? I don't understand.
Well, now you in jail. Well, I mean, hopefully he keeps making money from his TV show, which is a good TV show.
I heard that they have.
Wait, does your mom watch the show?
Yeah, she does.
What did she say about this? Did she say anything?
Just something like, wow, you would never think that the super rich
We'll still be doing.
White people would be doing all these tax evasion stuff.
How do you think that's how the rich get rich?
Yeah, but they were a little crazy on the show, because I've seen a couple of their episodes, and they They spend money like crazy. They'll go to the Gucci store and spend 10 racks.
So is this like is it so are they better than the Kardashians or they
They're gonna be the new Martha Stewarts because they served a time. And I heard Chrisley's already working on his mixtape.
ah man, but speaking of mixtapes, looks like somebody needs to